What are your fondest memories of school? Are they from inside the classroom or outside of it? Research has shown that we forget 85% of what we learn in schools as we get older. Imagine sitting in a classroom for hours, staring at a whiteboard, day after day, on and on. Of course you forget everything they taught you. Let's face it, it's boring. Now imagine stepping outside the classroom, in different cities, on mountains, or on a beach, staring at the wide open sea with your friends and classmates and enjoying your life. If traditional education is planting seeds, then education outside the classroom is the water and sunlight, things that seeds need in order to grow and thrive. Education outside the classroom matters. Now, we all know that learning is the purpose of education. However, learning shouldn't be limited to whiteboards and textbooks, and instead should involve hands-on experiences for students. A study from NYU showed that students who participated in a field trip program scored better on a science test than students who didn't. This means that students take in more knowledge and can have a better understanding of things when they experience it for themselves. Studies have also shown that students have less behavioral problems, develop critical thinking skills, and even have less absences at school after participating in field trips. Think of all the possibilities. A biology field trip to discover more about the local ecosystem. A geography field trip to learn about rock formations or other geological sites. A theater field trip to observe how actors portray character and tell story. A business studies field trip to learn how things actually work in a company outside of case studies. The possibilities are limitless, and everything can become an enjoyable, hands-on experience. YCYS offers some of these experiences through programs such as EdFutures, which offer extensive learning experiences through cross-school and innovative future-thinking programs. While field trips offer chances for students to learn in the real world, education outside of classrooms isn't just limited to academics. YCYS also offers the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award Program, an award made for aspiring young students to challenge their limits. The award is split into 3 levels: bronze, silver, and gold, and although I'm not a successful recipient of any level of this award yet, I did have the chance to go on the Bronze Adventurous Journey. The Adventurous Journey is a part of the award where participants have to plan a hike or other outdoor rigorous activity for an amount of time depending on their award level. And all I can say is that it was hard. Very hard. Throughout the hike, I had to stop almost every 5 to 10 minutes because I just wasn't fit enough. I thought of quitting halfway. Then I thought of a modern Chinese saying, 来都来了, which basically means I've come all this way, I've done all this, and I might as well just finish it. So, after a few water breaks and a couple of almost theres, I completed the hike. And after that, a new feeling came to my mind. Nowadays, whenever I see something that was challenging before, it just doesn't feel that way anymore. And although I haven't completed another adventurous journey, every hike that I've been on has become more and more easier. I've even lost some weight and body fat since the hike. According to the Duke of Edinburgh's International Awards 2023 Impact Report, 87% of adults who did DOV in an average of 8 years ago are still physically active every week today. So I came to the conclusion that trips like these can help you build physicality, but perhaps more importantly, a better mindset towards physical activity. Apart from Duke of Edinburgh, our school also offers an EOTC, literally Education Outside the Classroom, trip to all students from years 7 to 12 each year. This year, our year group went to the province of Jiangxi. Last year, we went to Fujian. The year before that, Xi'an. And these were the trips that everyone was hyped up for. We would start getting excited weeks before the trips, with the anticipation and questions of who's my roommate and what are we going to do in our heads. Throughout these trips, we found ourselves on trains, at museums, on bikes, in swimming pools, on mountains. Each moment was a moment to remember. Our recent trip to Jiangxi was full of these moments, but there was one that specifically stood out. It was the last night of our trip, and a few friends and I gathered in my room to enjoy the last night. It was well beyond the curfew of 9 p.m., and suddenly we heard a knock on the door. Quickly, we hit the master switch and everyone hid as we all knew who was outside. The year-level coordinator, Mr. Sun. I reluctantly opened the door and was greeted with him signaling me to get the others to come out. The 6 or 7 uninvited guests in my room slowly walked out. Our final night busted. Looking back at this moment after 7 months, I realized that it wasn't just about getting in trouble. It was about the experience that we shared, the friendship that we built, and the memory that we made. And even though we got caught, that incident still brought us together in a way that PPTs and PDFs never could. A study conducted by the US Travel Association stated that 89% of adults believed that school trips like these had a positive impact on their education and future careers, as it made them more engaged and interested in school. And yes, it's not the learning that makes these trips more engageful. It's the memorable experiences like ours that make these trips have such an impact. Not only does education outside the classroom provide students with better ways to learn, it also helps us build physical skills, allows us to form connection and new relationships, and most importantly, gives us the platform to create bonds and memories. By embracing these experiences, we can transform the way we view education, and we can dare to ask our schools not to view learning beyond the classroom as additional, but as essential. Thank you.